Hey guys, it is me back again with a brand new game that just came out. It looked really interesting. It's called Beastro. Got it in a bundle for one of the games I had already had, so I got it practically really cheap on Steam. As always, I bought this with my own money. Like 99% of the games I play are bought, funded by me. So if I buy them and I showcase you, that means I have an interest in them and hopefully you do too. I am off of a long 12-hour night shift, so I am really exhausted and sweaty. But I'm waiting for my dinner slash breakfast to get done, and I figured this is the perfect opportunity to try out a cooking roguelike-ish game with a very interesting aesthetic.
It was like any other morning. I set out across the wilds, guarding the lands, spirits, and creatures. It was quiet, peaceful. It was just me and my thoughts. My regrets, really. 200 years ago, I failed at the one thing I was supposed to do: protect the denizens of my world. I knew there was nothing I could do to change the past, but I promised myself I would never let it happen again. A flash of light rippled across the sky, just like it had all those years ago. I rushed through the wilds, chasing the light, chasing who would have done this. I knew I had to close the remnant before the invaders could pass through, but I was too late. Ravenous creatures from Luinos, our sister realm, were already crossing into our home. Suddenly, I was knocked from the sky. I could feel my flame fading. And so, I ran. I ran away to the one place where I thought the monsters couldn't reach me, the tiny walled village of Palopori. But as soon as I crossed the wall, I collapsed.
Alrighty, very well done intro. Nice voice work, nice art. Might be a little bit low on your end, so I'll kind of turn it up just a little bit. I know you went deaf for a second, but it's okay. Are you the one that found me? So it is now Chapter 1, The Shifting Ground. Until I regain my strength, I thought I would spend some time here and heal. So his name is Flambe. Ponko. You can stay as long as you need, but we have work to do. Work? Are you not worried about the remnant? What do you want me to do? I'm a chef, not a caretaker. I'm sure they'll get it locked soon. This is what they've been preparing for. Right. Do you think they expect me to be out there? Everyone assumes you're dead. Until last night, no one had seen you since, well... Aren't you too young to know about that? The wiping out of an entire flavor? Chef, remember? Not having spicy around is pretty obvious. You did what you had to do to save everyone else. Dude, I couldn't live without a spicy flavor. I'm sorry. Besides, if you go back out there, I don't think you're coming back. Just come with me. We'll run through the chores and then we can meet up with Travers and open the restaurant. Give it a day or two and we'll get you ready to battle. Crowing sound. The Delishkins are up. Time to get going. That's interesting. I wonder if this has controller support. It does. Very well done. Like concept. Look at this. This looks really cool. Really cozy. I kind of like it. We're first going to head to the garden. Let's see how everyone is doing this morning. Oh, we're going to gather a Delishkin's favorite treat and great way to catch fish. Oh, we can change the seed. We're going to get some rice in there. gonna go ahead and water it. We gotta collect the grubs on the ground and feed them. That's a cute little pet. But how? Oh, okay, I've gotta like throw it? Alright. Oh, and then they lay eggs after they get fed. A Delishkin egg, a versatile umami ingredient used in dishes across Toledo. Nice. Okay, now we have to feed cow leaves. Cows love the crunch of leaf, might have other uses. Might as well grab everything that I can. It's giving me an opportunity to grab, right? I guess that's the so I need to like There aren't a lot of leaves though around. Use the Delishkin coop. Delishkin meat, sustainable protein provided by Delishkins. New day, new legs. Do they like just drop legs out? There's one up there too. Alright, so we have a merchant. Alright, morning Ponko. I've got Traver's delivery order ready for today. I haven't seen him yet, so do you mind taking it to the restaurant? It's a great mix of staples. I even took a nibble to test the quality, and my stomach has been rumbling ever since. Thanks, Orso. I'll get this to him so we can prep for the day. Mixed veggies. Attack and heal level 1. Okay. A chewy grain that offers a slightly sweet base. Cow milk. Attack boost enhancer level 1. Peak leak. Alright. Oh. Need to gather some of that. And I gain experience too. Okay, well that... Ooh, okay, that's just a regular person. This is probably... Good morning. How's the catch today? Laga. Fantastic. There are a few pockets of fish out there today. We should gather up some grubs and try a look at the pier. I'd love to see some fish in the menu soon. Okay, well that's interesting. There's like some money on the table. Why can't I get that? Catch a crab lamo during the day. Catch a hoopfish at night. That is a side quest. We're gonna go for the main quest. At least until my breakfast is done. Hey, Travers! I've got the delivery from Orso. It's not usually this, charred, right? Oh no. Travers? Travers? I don't think he's here. He's here. He's always here. We were supposed to cook mushrooms today. He loves mushrooms. We still have mushrooms in Palapori? Everything seems so different now. Well, no. He lives outside the wall and brings them back. Outside the wall? That's protecting all of you from, the wilds and the monsters? It's never mattered before. He's always here, and then you show up, and now he's not. And this place, well, look at it. I have to find him. Are you just going to leave things like this? I'll deal with that later. I gotta talk to Bull. Okay, so I gotta find Bull at the gate. But yeah, this place is looking a little worse for wear. We don't have any other running speed, so this is it. This is it. Let me see real quick. My dog is going crazy, so I'm going to mute you real quick so I can let him out. Man, if only I had enough money to pay an editor, or I had any good use for one. I am not very good at it. Would have like good jump cuts. Umami Hammerbug, shield enhancer. I like that we can just like pick up ingredients. Cloudberry. And then we gain experience. I don't know what experience does. yet, but we're going to find out. So, current chef level is 1. Available chef points is 0. We got a town map, our inventory, and we have some quests. He's an interesting looking fellow. Bull! Have you seen Travers today? Can't say that I have, but he never enters through this door. I've been guarding this spot ever since my little pads could lift that lock bar. Not a soul has ever entered through this door. Yep. No one has come through that door. Panko, who is this? Oh, she's Flambe. Great to meet you, Palaporian. You'll find my signature in the guest log throughout all of history, though it's been a while since I was last here. Wait, really? Oh, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I just assumed you were dead. I almost was. Panko found me last night and is helping me regain my strength. I apologize for sneaking in, but things got a bit dire when the Rinderman opened up in the marshlands. You're safe here, Flambe. We built this wall to protect us from everything out there. Unlocked remnant or not, this door is staying shut, and my friends are going to be protected. I can keep an eye on things from here. I hope so. And seeing as we have you, the actual guardian of Solido, here in town, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, right. I'm sure I'll heal up quick too. Exactly, and in the meantime, traditions are traditions, and you will still need to sign the guest log. I'll make sure to do so today. Wonderful! Panko, should I be worried about Travers? I'm not sure. I'm going to go check his secret entrance. I'll let you know if he comes this way. I'll keep things locked down as always. Look for any clues. Okay, so we do know. We have a town map, but the town map doesn't say too much about where clues are. What is this? Nope, that is a peak leaf. That is not a clue. And supposedly there is a hidden entrance somewhere that we don't know about. Gosh, the game looks really good though. Okay, here we go. It is up there. Colorful, delightful. Music is really, really nice and calming. It's a boulder? This is how Travers usually comes into town, but when he left, I stacked those rocks on top, and now they're here. Why do you stack the rocks? Travers says so we know if the boulder has moved. He must have come back at some point and then left again. That must be why the kitchen is a mess. He's probably getting stuff to fix it and was in a rush. You want to go out there and see if we can find him? I'm not made for that. Palapori is a town of artisans. We were left behind because we're not built for fighting. I'd probably just die. So true. So what do you want to do? The town still has to eat, and I need to think. So I guess we just get on with it, and I'll figure something out. What about the broken oven? Let's see if they have some parts. Oh. Well, hello, chef. What can I help you with? I like her outfit. You haven't seen Travers today, have you? Not today, but I don't usually see him until the evenings. Something wrong? I'm not sure if something is wrong, but things definitely aren't right. The restaurant is in shambles, and Travers is nowhere to be found. I think maybe it caught on fire? The oven is broken, and everything is a bit burned. That is concerning. I don't have any oven bits at the moment, but I have been dabbling with the idea of expanding my wares. I would no longer be constrained by the whims of the wild and what washes the shore. I can spit the objects of my own imagination, and maybe even yours, if you happen to find some inspiration. Yes, I think I can fix the oven, but I would need some iron ore, and I just don't have any right now. But there's no ore in Palapori. That could be a problem. Well, I'll try to sort an alternative solution. But if for some reason you get some ore, I'll have that plan unlocked in my shop. And I'm much like the ore, Travers will show up soon. Yeah, he's probably still getting some mushrooms. It doesn't usually take this long, but that's likely it. Exactly. And the oven could have had an ember still in it that exploded and sent smoke everywhere. Yeah, you're right. We just have to get on with the day. Oven repair. So we need 3 of the ore. We can get a garden upgrade. I probably shouldn't have done that because now I don't have enough money to fix the oven. With that, it is done. What do you want to do? We should go clean things up. We've never missed a service, and even with a broken oven, we still have folks to feed. Well, okay, so we don't have any ore just yet, but now we do have... Oh, yeah, give me that guy. Salty hammerbug. Okay. Let's go clean up. Okay, so it looks like we can repair, interact. Small green pot. Well, at least the cleaning up is rather easy. Well, we have two different types, but we're going to go ahead and just use that one. Pot collection. Repair that. Okay, clean the restaurant. Use the menu on the counter. We're going to make a menu here, it looks like. What shall we put on the menu? Okay, so what do we have? We cannot make a Delishkin salad because we do not have everything we need on there. We can make a Delishkin rice bowl, though. Cloudberry jam toast. Peak leek soup. But we do not have whatever this is. So we're going to have these items. Use the menu on the counter. Okay, so now we get to figure out how we're going to cook. Prepare meals and serve them. Okay. How to play. Tilt the pan to avoid burning ingredients on the hot red bubbles. Oh, we're playing some like cooking mama mini games here. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I did burn a little bit, didn't I? But I got a grate. Okay. Chop ingredients without missing to keep a maximum combo. Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, that's like a small rhythm game going on there. Okay, shoot ingredients to the flaming pots for maximum point. Okay, what? Hold A. Okay, well... This one's a lot harder than it seems. I guess we can go by the arrows on the little yeah. Okay, well, I mean, it's better than nothing. What do we got? Okay, so we have these two things here. Okay, so this person definitely wants one of these. Oh, and there's a time limit to how long they can be left out before they go bad. Great, fantastic, and okay. Well, all right, I got a pretty good payment there. Ah, so this is what smells so good. Can I take a seat anywhere? Quiet Tum. We'll get something in you soon. Oh, quiet Tum. We'll get something in you soon. Okay, so that means I need to go talk to them and ask them what they would like to have. It smells amazing in here. Not like home, but whatever you're cooking seems great. Who are you? Oh, right. You don't get many outsiders here. We've never gotten an outsider here. Well, I guess until last night. I'm Oishi, an umami denizen, one of their caretakers. I left our haven back in Portobello to fight the monsters near and protect the umami spirits of the marshlands. So what brought you here to Palapori? I was out in the marshlands and needed a break. I saw your big gate and remembered there was supposed to be a town just on the other side. That lovely guard let me in when I told her I needed a snack. She said this is the restaurant that had the best food in Solidio. I could use some nourishment before I head back into the wilds. You're going back out there? Well, of course. I believe there are some spine newts native to the region nearby. I need to make sure they're okay, and if I take down a monster or two, that will keep them and the spirits safe. Seems like a good plan. I think I can help you out. Any requests? I saw some delishkins on the way over here. I would love an egg in my meal. I also like some flavors more than others. I always feel more energized if a meal matches my palate. I can figure something out. Okay, so Oishi has asked for a meal to help him prepare for his adventure. As chef, you will assemble that meal for him. The recipe based on ingredients you will use add to this deck of cards and provide the abilities you'll have for his venture in the wilds. We have a deck builder too. You'll select a recipe base as the foundation of the meal. Recipe bases have their own fixed placement on the board, flavor profile, and set of cards associated with them. Start by selecting the rice bowl. Great, now that you have a recipe base, it's time to add the ingredients and make it your own. Select an empty square on the mise en place board to open the ingredients list. This is the ingredients list where you can select an ingredient from your inventory to place it on the board. Here you can learn all about the ingredient you have selected. Each ingredient has a flavor type, flavor weight, and card value. Some even have special effects. Every ingredient you put in your meal adds a card to your deck. Try selecting an umami delishkin egg and placing it next to the mixed vegetables. Okay, well, that is the mixed vegetables, so we definitely need to put that there. Delishkin egg. Great, now that you've placed an ingredient, you can see how it affects the flavor profile. Here, bottom left-hand corner. That's what he wanted, or he or she, whatever. A caretaker's palette shows the amount of flavor, each flavor they want in their meal indicated by a target range. For each flavor within its target range, the caretaker will gain a bonus plus 5 stamina for their venture. This is also where an ingredient's flavor weight comes into play. The stronger the weight, the more it will increase that flavor in the meal. Keep an eye on the flavor palette to see how much an ingredient changes the flavor profile. Above the flavor palette is the caretaker's specific craving, which we already did that. Oishi wants a delishkin egg, which you've already given him, so he now has a gold star. Well done. Fulfilling a caretaker's craving will help you build your relationship with them. A good relationship will unlock perks to help in combat. Place one more ingredient for this meal. Select another empty square and open the ingredients list. Give Oishi a sour card by selecting the Caillou milk and placing it next to the delishkin egg. Boom! This is a flavor wheel. It shows the relationship between all the flavors in the world. Some flavors enhance one another, increasing their weight, while others balance one another, decreasing their weight. The umami delishkin egg balances the bitter mixed vegetables, while the sour Caillou milk enhances the umami delishkin egg. Flavor relationship goes both ways. For example, sour enhances umami, and umami enhances sour. These relationships affect the overall flavor profile of the meal. Maybe you need to lower your bitter flavor profile to match the target range by placing a bitter ingredient next to an umami ingredient to lower both their weights. This, the caretaker's deck. This deck will be used in combat and is assembled from the choices you made for your recipe base and ingredients, but we'll dive more into this later. Great, let's serve Oishi this delicious meal. Okay. You will not be able to make any changes? Yes, he said we can serve it because that is the tutorial. Flambe is going to basically help us cook it up. Honestly, that looks like a pretty good rice bowl to me. What a pleasant combination. Alright, I just need a moment to digest. I'll head back out in the wild once you close. Alright. But I need to wait for one moment. Ready to close the restaurant for the evening? I guess, yeah. Still haven't found Travers yet. Oh, it's Oishi. You're not going to believe what happened. Like, I knew I felt weird after your cooking, but I didn't know how weird. Okay. It's a good thing, I think. I don't know, but it's a thing. So what happened? I have to show you. I put something together for the help of Thea and Kia. Meet me at the tea house when you're ready. Okay. Yep, Travers is missing. Word travels fast. Over here. Okay. Nice little tea house. Isn't this amazing? We built a puppet theater. I mean, it is pretty fun. Who's in there? We'll talk about that later. I need to show you what happened today in the wilds. I want to hear all about it. Okay, here goes. And I guess this is how we do the whole battle thing. So I went back into the marshlands just as I had planned. My stomach was dancing and twisting. I wasn't sick, but something was off. I did my best to ignore the rumbles. Oh, okay, yeah. It only took a few steps before I realized my tracks were not alone. Something had trudged through this mud before me, something I had never seen or read about, and when I looked up to see what was ahead, a plant approached me. I reached out, but it did not seem friendly. My stomach lurched as the rumble grew stronger, and then I could feel it. The flavor magic was within me, giving me power. So I listened to my stomach, and suddenly I channeled the magic of the flavor spirits to fight off his little-toothed planter. Welcome to combat. The meal you cook for your caretaker set them up for their battle, influencing their card, stamina, and abilities. Your goal is to defeat monsters to earn new ingredients to help the caretakers venture further into the wilds. Beastro's combat takes place over a number of rounds. Each round, the monster will play its card first. The monster's card will set the flavor type of the round, also known as the leading trick in card games. Your goal is to match the monster's flavor and outscore them. We'll go over this in more detail now. This minion means business. It played an Umami 2 card. The key pieces of information on the card are the value indicated at the number at the bottom, the flavor indicated by the color of the card and the symbol on the bottom left, ingredients rewarded as loot at the trick 1 are displayed in the top center, and the balancing flavor icon is shown in the top right, which we will learn more about later. Now that the monster has set the flavor of the round, let's see what we can do about it. As mentioned before, the main goal is to match the flavor played with a higher value number. Playing a card with the incorrect flavor will result in automatic loss. There is one exception to this rule, which we will explore later. Taking a look at your hand, you have just the thing for this minion, an Umami 4. Select the Umami 4 from your hand and place it in the staging area. That's all we have. That should do it. Now that you've selected a card, a few pieces of information on screen will tell you how the round will play out. Since you are winning the trick, the monster will show a shield on their card indicating they are blocking. The monster card also lowered in height, showing you your card is winning. That brings us to the card comparison for damage. The cards are being played compared against one another. Your higher value card, an Umami 4, is beating the lower value Umami 2. That means you'll hit for 2 damage from your card's magic. 4 minus 2 equals 2. Oishi's base attack value of +3, indicated by the number shown on the sword, is also added to the total. So a grand total of 5 damage is being shown on the minion. Now it's time to lock in your turn. Press play to commit to this attack and hit the minion. Okay, it's Y. Bam! Both monsters and caretakers have stamina. When a monster's stamina reaches 0, you've won. When your caretaker's stamina reaches 0, the venture ends and you will lose a percentage of your loot. Monsters also have a base attack. If they win the trick, the same card comparison as before plays out. The caretaker takes damage. Now that you have the basics, finish this minion off. Okay. I love that little art style, though. It's actually really well done. I seen the minion would set the flavor magic and the value I'd need to overcome it. If my flavor magic matched the monsters and I had a higher value, I'd attack. If my magic was weaker, I would be attacked. However, as long as I matched the flavor, I could block some of the damage of the attack. Let's see what else this flavor magic can do. Ah, this minion seems to be up to something. It played a bitter 2 card. Lucky for you, just like at Mise en Place, flavors in combat can be balanced and enhanced. In this case, you'll be balancing the monster's flavor card. On a monster's card, the balancing flavors icon is shown in the top right. Bitter is balanced by umami. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. You have plenty of umami cards. You can also see which cards will balance the monster's card by looking at your hand. Your balancing cards will be jumping with magical power. Also, you can access the flavor wheel in combat to review how flavors balance and enhance one another. This time, instead of matching the monster's flavor, we'll play its balancing flavor. Let's balance the bitter 2 card by playing the umami 4 again. The monster's card is balanced, its value is cut in half. In this case, it cuts the bitter 2 down to a bitter 1, leading to greater damage. Just like Mise en Place, the relationship goes both ways. An umami card balances a bitter card, and a bitter card balances an umami card. However, you don't have to worry about your cards getting balanced since monsters lead the rounds. Only their cards can be balanced in combat. Now play your umami 4 to finish this fight in one hit. Very nicely done. Okay, the monster sets the flavor of the fight. It's up to me to pick a card that matches or balances the monster's flavor. If my magic is stronger, I attack. So I will look for one of those 2 flavors in my hand each time I encounter a battle. Balancing monster's magic cuts their value in half, giving me a great advantage. Oh, another one! This minion has a card equal to the highest value card in your deck. However, you can tackle this problem by enhancing your card. Start by playing an umami 4. The bottom left corner of the caretaker's card shows the enhancing flavor. Following the same rules as Mise en Place, enhancing goes both ways. In this case, umami is enhanced by sour, and sour is enhanced by umami. Enhancing combines the value of the 2 played cards, helping you outsource the big cards played by more powerful monsters. After you play your main card, you will have the chance to enhance it. Cards that can enhance the main card will bounce with excitement. And don't forget, you can view the flavor wheel at any time. Now balance the umami 4 with a sour 3 to really send this minion packing. Enhanced. Kill him. And then I found out what I've been looking for, a spine newt tails. I knew they were out there somewhere, but usually the spine newts are in the same place as where they drop their tails. But I didn't see any around. I decided to grab the tail to investigate. Ready? Start within the green area. I don't really know what I need to do here. Oh, I just have to stay in the green area. Okay. Yes. Oh no, this is very dry. They're distressed. They'll head to the wettest area they can find. Okay, water. Where did they go? The streaming kelp trees. That would be the safest and wettest place to hide out. Okay, now I have 2 enemies that I have to fight? Or is it like a... Okay, yeah, 2 enemies. And then I saw some weeds dancing through the mud. They were traveling in packs now. Look out, 2 minions are here for this encounter. You will play 1 card to fight both monsters. As you can only cast 1 spell per round, your card will play against each monster independently. It will fight against the nearest monster first and the further monster second. Within 2 monsters, there will be some rounds where you'll be able to attack both monsters with 1 card, and there will be others where it will be impossible to beat both with 1 card. In those instances, you must decide which monster to take damage from. In this case, you can beat both by playing the higher value umami card. Boom! They are not happy. I can balance 1 monster's magic and match the others. That's very true. You can view your cards at any time here. You'll see the remaining cards in your deck, your discard pile, and the loot you have won so far. If you don't have any cards you need in your hand, you can always use fill hand to draw back up to 5 cards, or discard to get a whole new hand. Just be careful. Refreshing a caretaker's magic is tiring. Refilling costs 1 stamina, while discarding costs 2. That's everything you need to know about combat for now. It may feel like a lot to learn, but you'll get the hang of it after a few battles. Now, finish this fight. 5 and a 6. A bonk. Would you look at that? I just need to focus on how I can be stronger than my enemy. Using the balancing flavors to the monster's magic will help me cut their value in half. I can also improve my primary flavor by playing its enhancing flavor alongside it, boosting the value of my own magic. When faced with 2 different flavors from the monsters, I will need to pick my battles, so they say. And soon enough, I found Flambe's rest stop and the pyre she would sleep in during her journeys. I figured it was a good place for her to rest. It would be one for me too. I lit her pyre and set up my tent. I would be able to start my next venture from here as I explored the marshlands. I tried to sleep, but I was much too excited. So much had changed. I rushed back to Palopori, and well, here we are. A successful venture complete and new ingredients to try. With pyre now lit, I can start my journeys from here in the future. Okay, minion meat and spy newt greens. I still can't believe it, Chef. I've eaten hundreds of meals in my lifetime, and I've never had magic like that. What are you putting in your food? I don't really do anything Travers and I haven't done before. I suppose I made a special meal for you, but I didn't do anything different. I just cooked it up over our fire. About that, your fire seemed a bit, well, flambe-like. Oh. It's okay, Ponko. Oishi, good to properly meet you. I must apologize for not introducing myself earlier. You're alive! I thought it was you back at the restaurant, but I wasn't quite sure. But then, when I had all this flavor magic, I just knew. You're not mad? We all make hard choices. Something brought us both here. It seems like we're to work together. Maybe you're not ready to go back out there, but I am, and it seems like you can send your magic with me. Oh, I brought you back some of those minions I fought. Even if they're monsters, we shouldn't let them go to waste. I can't help but wonder what they taste like. Do you think I'd get some kind of new magic? They seem to be able to grow, so maybe I can too. That's a great idea. The monsters seem to be gaining magic from flavor spirits they're consuming. Maybe we can channel that magic into you through our cooking. Let's head to the restaurant before bed. We need to study how to cook with minion before we can add these tales to a dish. I'm going to hang out here for a minute and try to figure out where I'm going to rest tonight. Bull said she'd help me find a place to sleep. See you tomorrow, little chef. Okay, so try sauteing the minion meat in the kitchen. Okay, so I do have these. Only one way to learn. Okay, so now we gotta. Oh, that looks not very good. Send them around the side. Well, I burnt one, it looks like. That worked. Minion is a bit chewy, but it seems some really nice umami flavor. Kind of like a meaty mushroom with some herbs already built in. I could probably make a new recipe based off of this one for Oishi. Should write up a new recipe card. Panko's learned how to use minion meat. Many monster ingredients require Panko to study how to use them by practicing their technique. Each time you successfully learn how to cook a new ingredient, you'll learn Chef XP. You also gain Chef XP by completing quests, building relationships, serving patrons, and more. Also, as you earn Chef XP, you will unlock Chef Points, which can be used to unlock new recipes for Panko. You've now earned your first Chef Point. Use your recipe box in the restaurant to spend it. We have a recipe box. Travers always told me to put any new recipe ideas in the air. I never felt ready before, but sauteing with the minion meat gave me an idea. The recipe box where Panko learns new recipe bases for caretakers and patron meals to serve to the townsfolk. The box will open when you have a chef point ready to use. Recipe bases allow Ponko to start the mise en place board with a new configuration. Bases are paired with starting cards and have a square icon. Look for bases that build toward the decks and abilities you want. Many bases have effects they unlock. Patron meals will help Ponko to earn more money and help unlock future upgrades. Look for the round icons and those that unlock appeal and customers. Okay, so we have some of these. We already have the rice bowl, which is we're going to go here. A new spin on a classic, now with monster meat. The Minion Meat Rice Bowl. Alright, now we have to go to bed. We don't sleep in the restaurant. Our house is all the way over here, it looks like, yeah. Alright, I forgot, I do have, since I added one, oh, we got some mixed veggies there. I should get some rest. A new day, 200 experience. I made all this on your own? It's so impressive. Why, thank you. I really do feel as if I've come into my own here. So I had this idea. As I keep venturing deeper into the wilds, I'm not sure if I'll always have the stamina to reach a camp. I need a way to ask for help. Yeah, some kind of call so we know you need a pickup. And then one of us crows could come scoop you up on our strong talons and carry you back here like a baby. Exactly. What you need is a caw bell. You know what? Give me 1 second. It is done. Such a great idea deserves to be brought to life. Please take this with you in the next adventure, and if you want to leave, just give it a ring. Oh, I love it. I'm going to tuck this right into the softest moss to keep it safe. Many thanks. I'll be in the garden if you need me. Still can't believe it. We gave Oishi some of my magic through my flame and your food. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You don't seem excited. Well, it's just like everything is changing. I was happy being a sous chef. Now Travers is gone, a random caretaker showed up, I had to cook minion meat, whatever that is, and like, everything is just, it's not the same. Wait, did Oishi move into my garden? I wasn't there before? No, I gotta talk to him. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. This is really fun. Really beautiful. I actually do want to see more. It looks like they get upgrades as well, and we have different ones that we can deal with. But I do need to eat and then probably go to bed. I have a 12-hour shift coming up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as well. Let me know what you thought in the comments, as always, and I will definitely see you in the next one.